They say that on average, kids between the ages of 2 and 5 will ask about 40,000 questions. Questions that are a direct byproduct of a state called wonder. Today we question the existence and the severity and what to do about the wonder deficit on this edition of the Reinvention Chronicles. When was the last time you really stopped to wonder? I know last week Dane and I are searching for vacation rentals, and between northern Michigan and different parts of Ontario, I'm sure between the two of us we've searched over 100 different listings of vacation rentals through Airbnb and other websites, and we're both starting to wonder, well, how come no one has yet come up with the site that actually has the vacant rental properties available, especially between late July and early August. But that being said, the question is, how do we translate that wonder into something new and something relevant for you to reinvent whatever part of business or life you think about most? What if you knew, actually knew, beyond the shadow of any scientific doubt, the real #1 reason for success and for any reinvention effort to succeed? What if it's a pattern shared by everyone great you can think of? Einstein, Picasso, JFK, Jobs, Reed Hastings of Netflix. What if they consistently asked questions of themselves, questions that sounded like why or what if and why not? See, it doesn't matter whether it's innovation, art, science, business, politics, all the new answers, the breakthrough ideas all came from people who dared to ask entirely different questions. Great questions that I think flow from this state of wonder that you and I all had when we were 4 years old. That state of wonder that led us to ask the bestest, greatest questions. And those questions actually gave birth to curiosity, and curiosity led to more questions. And this sense of wonder is what allowed expansive thinking, theories, and who knows, maybe even a eureka moment or two to magically appear. As I sit here with these two tennis balls, I have it on good authority from not one but two Cocker Spaniels that the state of wonder has been under siege, under attack for some time now. And Theodore and Sophie would both tell you that the main culprit, the primary culprits, are actually business and education models that rely on things like rote learning and rigorous systems. And hey, Google hasn't helped the cause either, because after all, Google has made it far too easy to just click and search for answers. See, back in the day when all we had was the abacus, there were no answers flashing on our screen. The only thing we had was this sense of wonder and the ability to ask questions and figure out new answers on our own. Before the era of so much Facebook and Twitter and all the social media technology, we would actually get into conversations with real people, and we'd have debates that would spark imaginations and create new answers, lively discussions that took us into all kinds of different places. And so consequently, all you have to do is go back and look through the pages of history and see, well, you know, a guy like Albert, who couldn't get a high school teaching job, by the way, and was a third-class patent clerk in Bern, Switzerland, somehow used his state of wonder, the 4-year-old inside him, to ask enough questions to challenge the existing scientific models of Galileo and Newton, and he developed a whole new theory of relativity. And that's how Einstein became known as the most influential man of the 20th century. But then you look at Reed Hastings, who really wondered, why are the video stores charging late fees? He was embarrassed. He had run up about $40 in late fees and didn't want to tell his wife, and right there, the subscription model of Netflix is born, and a business model that so many of us enjoy today. It doesn't matter whether it's the internet, instant coffee, you could go up and down the list, YouTube, Facebook, Jack Daniels, the Dyson vacuum, Blue Jeans, Black Sabbath, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Seinfeld. They all started because someone dared to ask new questions from a state of wonder. It was Picasso who said computers are useless. They only give you the answers. And the point we're trying to make here on the wonder deficit is this. What would happen if you stopped seeking answers to your questions and started forming questions about your answers? So what would happen if we spent an entire week just asking entirely new questions? Questions about what we're really doing within our careers or our communities or our companies, and questions that sounded like, well, what if we dared challenge what we've always been doing for the last 20 years? What if we tried to deliver our product or service with more style, more elegance, more grace, more pizzazz or panache? What if we connected with people with more care and with more sincerity? What if we actually dared to question our current perspective from that of a 4-year-old? What if we actually tapped into our birthright, rediscover our state of wonder, eradicate the deficit, and just see where it could take us? I mean, right here on this video blog, for example, what would happen if you had some ideas that you shared in this forum, in this space, and that sparked somebody else to come up with another idea, another breakthrough thought, and those ideas were shared and connections were formed, and who knows, maybe even friendships start to blossom. Some thoughts to help you eliminate and eradicate the wonder deficit and recreate and reimagine it. The business, the career, the life.